Welcome to today's video, starting off at Up Garage, but for the reasons that you might not expect. The little Daihatsu K-Van is here, and we need to get some specifically sized wheels for some activities tomorrow involving PVC on the rear. So we're hoping to get some 12-inch wheels. We've got Roab with us, and hopefully we can find something. Just waiting for the staff member to go to the scrap steel heap and see if they can find some really cheap wheels for us. But I found these, and I'm thinking of grabbing them for the Suzuki Every. I've always wanted VSKFs, but for the Suzuki Every van, I think that'd be super hilarious and cool. So maybe I'll get these. I think this will look cool, especially with the body kit that we got coming for it. That'll look epic. Look at this little K car. So cool. All right, let's jump in the K-Van. We didn't have any luck. They just had the scrap metal all picked up, so there's like none left. So we're gonna go check another like junk storage yard and hope that they might have some. But man, I wish I didn't throw away the ones I got from off my Suzuki Every KTR. When I got the TE swapped out, I let them take them and just dispose of them for me. But if I kept them, it would have been perfect. I'm gonna come back on Thursday or Friday and snap up those VSKFs. Hopefully they're still there by the time I get back. But yeah, I think that'll be just a really cool set to have for the Suzuki Every or another K car in the future that I might end up owning. I think it'll just be really cool to have some VSKFs for that. It'll be also a bit of a meme too. So we were able to find these at a junkyard. These are Honda K wheels, which are the perfect size, 12 inches. Hopefully they are the right PCD though. We're checking that right now. They're also pretty dirty and gross, so hopefully a quick little pressure wash will help that. Survey says, Rob's my personal mechanic now, by the way. Rotate it, move it. Are we good?
Oh, that worked.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Done. Let's get these on. Then I got to take this thing to my shop and put some special tires on the back that will fit with the PVC, and it should be good. So the reason why we had to take these off, these are actually, the rims are correct, the tire size is not for the PVC. The previous owner actually wants these back somehow. So I said there was no problem with that as long as we could find some other 12-inch wheels to make it work, and I guess Daihatsu's now got some Honda boys. So we got the new wheels on the little Daihatsu Hijet, so this thing is going to be ready for tomorrow, and we're going to take this to the shop and get some things prepped. But before we do, we're going to do some more stuff on the Skyline. I just want to fumigate it one more time, so I've got some more of these little fumigation gas things here. It's awesome. Have you seen these, Rohab?
No, I haven't.
These things are awesome. It's like a big lighter match and then a whole bunch of smoke comes out. Yeah? It's like a smoke bomb, but for killing bugs. It's great.
Are you going to keep it inside the car?
Yeah, I'm going to put it inside today. Because like last time I did one, but I want to do a second one too. So we're going to set it off right now. Could you hold this for me while I do it?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. So you pop this off, and this little thing here is what you strike it against to light it. Super cool. I feel like this is like our version of July 4th right now. This is the closest thing we have to fireworks right now. So you take the plastic off and peel this off. That exposes that tip. And then pretty much all you have to do is hit this to this. Now it's lit, and I'm just gonna sit this maybe here, and a whole bunch of smoke is gonna start pouring out. And I'm just gonna get out of the way, not inhale any of that. There it goes. It's gonna get stronger and stronger too. Oh, wow. This is how you fumigate a car. So the reason why I'm doing this is I just want to make sure like we've definitely gotten everything out of there. Yeah. So do it a fair few times.
Oh, we should have taped this.
Dude, oh, hang on, no, this is my celebration for hitting 420k subscribers actually.
Oh, yay.
We're hotboxing the car for the cockroaches.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's even coming out of the handle, jeez. So now I think it's finished smoking now. and now that's just all gonna settle on there. And
Oh, look at that.
yeah, crazy, right?
Oh, it goes in the trunk as well?
Yeah. It'll go down through everywhere, man. Doesn't that look crazy?
That's pretty cool.
Right? So that's fumigating the car right now. That'll kill any bugs in there and drive them out.
Wow.
Yeah, a pack of 3 is like $30 though.
It's not too bad.
No, it's not.
Your cars is gonna be,
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
free.
Yeah, ant free, spider free, and just all around cockroach free too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just let that chill there now. But man, happy 420k subs, boys. Just made it to the shop in this thing, and I'm about to bring it inside and sort out all the tires and PVC stuff, but I just want you guys to look at this. This is the shop, lights on. Bam. So good. And here's all the PVC stuff here. Got some tires here, which are the specific size that these will go over. So we'll bring this thing in. Actually, before I bring it in, I'm gonna quickly just pressure wash it down. It's pretty dirty, and these old crusty Honda K-car wheels are really gross too. I wasn't gonna bother filming any of the cleaning stuff, but I have to show you this. So while I was at Fasto's workshop the other day, this company came here in Japan and showed us some of these chemicals that they have for cleaning cars. And I have to show you this. This is what the wheel currently looks like. And this is what this one looks like. I'm gonna just spray this on here. Make sure it's completely coated, tire and all. Let that soak for only about 30 seconds, if that. And you guys are gonna be mind blown. We're just gonna rinse it off with some water as well. I did not expect this to work this well. Like, I mean, the guy showed me, but yeah, this is so good. So it's time to rinse it off now. Probably would have been good to scrub this a little bit with some of the mud caked on there, but I'm sure you can already tell, like, that is incredible. So good. That's mind-blowing, honestly. So I brought the van inside, but before I get over to changing tires and stuff, I just want to do like a little bit of a vacuum and a clean in here. This thing is gross, and tomorrow with this thing potentially swinging and flying around and stuff, I don't want all of these like particles of just grossness flying around and going in my face and stuff like that. And I'm sure Oko-chan doesn't want that either, because I'm gonna let him obviously drive and rip on it as well. So I'm gonna try and just kind of clean this up a little bit, not go full crazy deep cleaning, but just enough where it's like there's nothing loose that's flying around. Although this guy used to smoke in here so much that there's like discoloration in the roof, and it's like all full of tar. It's really gross. So the thing doesn't smell that nice, but I'm gonna put like 1,000 Dafsky air fresheners in here to help it fix that, at least for tomorrow. So I'm gonna quickly go through and wipe this all down and vacuum, and once we're done that, we'll figure out the PVC stuff. So went over everything and gave it a pretty good clean. Like I said, not the best clean in the world, but as you can see, there is no more like particles or anything like that anywhere that are gonna fly everywhere, and it looks a little bit less gross. Still looks gross, but nowhere near as bad. So not gonna feel too bad now making Oko-chan jump in there. And now I'm gonna get on to mounting these tires up. These are the specific size tires that you have to run with a 12-inch wheel, so that these PVC, I think these are like 2-inch or so PVC sections slide over. Now they don't just like slip over, you definitely have to work them on, but we're gonna do that at the track, and at least get these mounted on today onto these wheels here. So I was hoping that maybe we were gonna luck out and get the correct size for these, but I think the sidewall on these is a little bit too long. I think these are like a 80 mil sidewall, but what's weird is for some reason this tire doesn't have the sidewall size here. It just has 145 R12 LT. Normally like a tire number has 145/70 R12, so I know that the sidewall here is 70, so that's what you need. So yeah, I'm just like, that kind of sucks, and that's frustrating, but hey, anyways, we'll make the best of it, and we'll be able to use these. I'm pretty sure these are like 80s or something anyways, so they weren't gonna work. But anyways, take those up, flip them off. I hope my tire machine can do 12 12-inch wheels. I never thought that would be an issue, too small of a wheel. Anyways, let's get it done. Look how tiny this looks. It's the cutest little wheel ever. Here, let me pick up one of these 18-inch wheels. Look at that for comparison. So different. And I think you can really see clearly here that the sidewalls are very larger on this one compared to this one, that's for sure. Definitely. All right. So I'm gonna lube this up, pop this on, and then we'll put these on, and I might actually try and see how hard it is, because I think I want to bring like some spray soapy water and some pry bars to help get them on. That's what I was told is what you need to do to kind of like get them on. Obviously, once the tire's on the rim as well, like just having it completely flat helps a lot as well. So we'll play around with that in a little bit, but let's get this tire mounted. Both wheels all mounted up now, and this one I haven't put any air in it. I've kept it flat so that I can test fitting one of these PVC things. I'm probably gonna regret this later. I just wanna see if it's kind of easy to get on. I'm not gonna put it on all the way, because if I do, then I feel like that's gonna be very difficult to then remove it back off. So what I wanna do is just practice and see if I can kinda work its way on. If it feels like it's going on and I know what I'm doing, then we'll be fine. And I know we can do this at the track. But two things I'm gonna bring with me is my bottle of soapy water, because this stuff will help it slide on, and a can of parts cleaner, because parts cleaner actually is really good for helping you slide things onto rubber and like rubber hoses and stuff. So I'm gonna try those two things, get some pry bars out of the toolbox, and I think we might be able to get this thing together. We'll start with these three, and hopefully that's all we need. That was definitely no easy feat, but I got it all the way till where I knew it was gonna go on, so then I took it off, because getting those things off, yeah, that is not gonna be fun. But yeah, it is definitely an ordeal, and I'm gonna bring all my pry bars. It's gonna help a lot when I have friends there helping me as well. So you probably saw I had to like keep weight on it and just work my way around all the edges till we got to the end, and then it started slipping over, and I was like, okay, at this point, we're gonna stop, because I did not want to have to go through what I just went through to try and get it to that point, to then take it off. It was probably going to be a nightmare. So, man, I am exhausted after just trying to get that on there. That is a massive workout. So we're going to put the wheels and the tires back onto the K-van, and then I'm going to pack everything in there that I think we might need for tomorrow. But man, whew, I can't get over how difficult it was to actually try and get that on there. I wonder if there's a way that I could hook up a vacuum to the valve on that, and then suck all the air that's in there out of there, so that then the tire would shrink around the bead. But I guess then at that point, maybe it would even pop off the bead. But yeah, that probably wouldn't work. But it's definitely very hard. That's for sure. I'm sure you saw me struggling. Anyways, let's get these onto the van and go from there. On my way home now, and I tell you what, this Daihatsu Hi-Jet is nothing compared to my Suzuki Every. It drives so bad. I mean, bear in mind this doesn't have a turbo or anything, but even the gears in this are bad. Like, the thing sounds like it's gonna die if I actually do the speed limit. I have to actually do like 10 Ks under the speed limit. If I actually do 100, it is just crazy. What is going on there? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's with all the police buses? That's weird. Anyways, if I actually do 100 kilometers an hour, the thing sounds like it's gonna float a valve or something. Like, it is stupid high RPMs. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it doesn't sound good. It sounds like it's sitting at 7,000 RPM. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna pick things up when I get home. May's there, and she told me that a package arrived today, and I hope it's the one thing that we've been waiting for the S15. apparently it's a big one, so I hope that's it. It has to be. Made it back home, and here's the package that has been holding me up with the S15 all the way from Orlando, Florida. My Masworks bell housing kit. Now, because of delays with suppliers and all that kind of stuff, this took like, I think it was like on the 9th week this arrived from when I ordered it. So I've been waiting for this for a long time. And I know you guys have too, because we haven't been able to do any work on the S15 because we're pretty much waiting for this. But this kit, I got everything that I need. We're going to be using a Serial 9 shifter with it though. But this comes with pretty much everything we need to adapt the CD09 or the Z34, the 370Z transmission is the one that we're using, to the S15. Oh wow, super cool. Sorry, I'm just like looking at all these bolts and pieces and stuff. New gasket. Oh, and my my manual tensioner for the SR as well. So I got one of these because I don't want to use one that relies on oil pressure. This tensioner is way better, and yeah, it uses like a bolt here that you adjust, and then you can manually set it, and then you have no problems. So much better solution and way more reliable. And I guess invoice of some kind. The housing is cast and then it's machined. Looks pretty good, all things considered. Just looks like a bell housing to me. A little bit of packing peanuts still left on it though. Not too bad. And then I guess this will be my cross member as well. So we're getting all the parts that we need. And then this one is probably the most important one. It is so hard to find a drive shaft shop in Japan, but luckily Masworks includes the option of getting a drive shaft, or in Japan we call this a propeller shaft. We've got ourselves a nice propeller shaft made up here. I'm going to pull this out real quick, one sec. Got this thing out of the box and it's inside another box. So let's open this puppy up. Ooh, that looks good. I guess PST makes these for Masworks, but I went with the steel option, so it should do well for everything we need, and this is balanced and everything obviously, so it should be good for us to pretty much put straight in. This goes in the transmission side here, and then this should connect directly to my S15 diff, which is absolutely awesome. I'm excited. Hey mate, do you like my shaft?
Which one?
So I hope you guys are super excited that we now have the final piece of the puzzle for the S15, which means we can start putting that together at the end of this week in the next few days. But I do have a little bit of bad news actually with the S15. As you guys know, I was talking about trying to get the build finished for the competition that's at the end of this week, end of this month. And it's just under 3 weeks away now. And I've decided to pull the pin on using the S15 for that. And the reason for that is, obviously with big builds like this, we're changing the entire driveline. There's gonna be gremlins, there's gonna be teething issues, something is gonna break, and we just don't, like, we could get it done, but that doesn't mean that we should. And I don't think it would be wise for me to compete in a car that I'm gonna feel uneasy in and haven't gotten seat time in with the new power drivetrain setup and all that kind of stuff. It just means I'm not gonna be able to perform well. And there is a lot riding on this competition, in fact. If I do well at this competition, if I get anywhere from first, second, third, fourth, that's Formula Drift Japan for me. And then, once I, spend a couple years in Formula Drift Japan Pro, I can then go to the USA for Formula Drift USA. So, I think I've made the wise decision, which is we're going to use the Chaser, and we're going to do a few more trips up there. I've got Fusto on making it comp ready, so he's got to add some more intrusion bars to the roll cage on the doors and stuff like that. But we're getting everything sorted out so that I can use that. And I'm going to turn up the boost, have a high boost mode for the competition, make sure we're making it about 450 horsepower with that thing so that we can rage. But the way that they set up the track, because it's Nikko circuit in reverse, even like there will be cars over 600 plus horsepower, even more, but they won't be able to really use it because you can't get a good line if you're super gripped up. And if you're super gripped up, which is when obviously the high horsepower is going to make you faster, you can't do a good line. So a lot of these guys with high horsepower, you know, a car with 450 horsepower can keep up with them in tandem. So we should be good as long as I stick around there. Anyways, I got kind of people on the inside helping me and telling me like all the tips and stuff like that. So hopefully we do well. But yeah, man, I'm beyond excited. I hope you guys are too. So keep an eye out for all the content that's coming. S15 getting finished, getting the Chaser up to competition level. By no means is the Chaser going to be a comp car. It's purely a practiced car, but I'm just using it for the time being because that's what I'm most comfortable in right now, until the S15 is ready. That being said, I'm sorry for all the talking. I'm sorry that today's video is definitely a filler video, but hey, every great anime out there has at least one filler episode or an entire filler arc. So I'm sure that you can just let me get away with this one this time. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, obviously, drift prep, well, drift PVC prep for the K-Van and all that kind of stuff, and just an overall like kind of daily life and getting stuff done so that we can have some fun tomorrow and film an epic video. With that, guys, don't forget about the merch drop this Friday, 7 p.m. EDT USA time. Don't sleep on it. Go to the website SAMMIT.net if you to see the countdown and work out when to set your reminders, or you can just turn on email notifications by going to the website and signing up to the mailing list. We will email you the moment it is all available and live. But with that, guys, thanks for watching. Smash that like button, write us a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Jamata.